Good morning, good afternoon, John. How you doing, buddy?
I think I'm properly caffeinated.
Yeah, man. I am excited. I am excited. We're going to try something new. John, you and I are pretty busy guys, and there's a lot of guests that we want to get on virtually speaking, and we've toyed with the idea of possibly doing it live. So, yo, man,
Do it live.
let's do it live, baby.
So, but where am I going to have time for wardrobe changes? So I'm going to have to quickly
I like
change
it.
my headgear.
I like it. I like it. Yeah. So I want to talk to. So first things first, streamer there on the bottom. This is essentially a soft launch. We're actually going live on Friday. We're going to be doing a live stream. We're bringing on William Lam, good friend of ours. Hopefully you also know William. And William has just been amazing for the VMware community, doing a ton of stuff, and he's been writing a couple of really interesting blogs lately. Yeah, William Lam, Senior Staff Solutions Architect at VMware by Broadcom. And he's been doing a lot of cool stuff. If you haven't been on his blog, man, go to it. It's williamlam.com. But yeah, William does some cool stuff. And John, one of the things he did recently, I think it's I don't know, about a week or so ago, he put this blog post out around automating VMware Cloud Foundation workload domain deployment using Power VCF. That's a good one I want to talk to him about. But he's also got some. This is a really cool one. He's got one for updating the inventory, but he's also got one for doing host count. So as everyone knows, there's been a lot of changes to the. Oh, I lost John's camera. So this is what happens when you go live.
Do it live.
So hopefully we can get John back on there in a minute. Here he is. He's calling back in. Bring him back in. There you are. Hey, John. What happened? Hey. You just walked away. I was in the middle of talking and you were gone.
I could hear you, but my mic lost sync. So.
Okay.
I'll write it and we'll do it live.
That's it. That's what happens when you go live. No, but yeah, like I was saying, John, he's doing this. He's doing this thing around automating the or configuring the host count, because as we all know, the licensing has changed for VMware. So there's VMware Cloud Foundation and vSphere Foundation, and so giving some insight into how people can actually determine how many licenses they need. So pretty cool tools. I want to learn a little bit more about those with William. But I figured since we're going live on Friday with him, I figured you and I could just maybe test out the live stream. So for your information, we're actually streaming right now on Twitter, on LinkedIn, and on YouTube. So see a couple of people in the chat already. So if you're in and you're on Twitter or wherever and you see this, by all means, say hi. Ask John a question. I'm certainly going to ask him a few questions about his new goggles that I've seen him wearing a lot. Let's see. Andre's on. Hey, Andre, how you doing? He said we got this. So thanks, Andre. We'll do our best. By all means, feel free to ask any questions. Steve Rodriguez is out there too. Face blue smiling. I like it. I like it. Nice. So how much money did you drop on these first and foremost?
Let's not talk about that. Someone owed me a favor, so it's technically on extended loan. We'll call it that if my wife asks.
Okay, I like that. Yeah, it was funny, man. You must have gotten those like the day they came out, because right away I saw you with those, and I was like, oh my goodness. So tell me some cool things. What do you like about those? You're not the guy that walks down the street, goes into Target shopping with that, right? You don't do that, do you?
No. But I do get to feel smug and knowing, I have cooler toys than Pete. But the spatial compute's kind of cool. So I've already had an Oculus. I've already done kind of VR for a while, and it was good for gaming. The augmented reality, I guess, is there on the Quest 3. But what's cool is I can actually see the screen. I can see through. I can also connect to my laptop and just virtually through the screens. And where I found it most useful recently is I was on a plane. And I don't know if you've flown in coach lately, but there's not really room to get your laptop open on that desk without, if someone leans back, smashing it or all that other stuff. So I can sit there and I can get work done. I can be watching a TV show. I can be, trading messages with Pete. I can be looking at email, and then, the flight attendant walks by and I've got these on and I'm like, hey, I need my Diet Coke here. And it kind of freaks people out that you can actually see through them. So I don't see myself walking around. I think where they're most useful is there's this little dial here that if I spin it, I don't see anyone. I just see Joshua Tree, like full 360 around me. And so you can kind of like, let's say you're working in a shared office space. Maybe
Yeah.
you're in the Alpharetta office where, you and 800 of your friends in that trading floor room. I think this is really the anti-open office device, because you put in noise canceling earbuds, you spin the reality dial and just leave, and then you can set it to where if people like walk into your space, you'll see them, or you can just say like, I don't want to see people, to hell with
Yeah.
them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so
Well,
yeah.
our good friend Aaron Bewley's on. Aaron, how you doing, my friend? I see you out there, and I think he likes your goggles. Yeah.
Bewley's a big fan of the toys also.
Yeah, he's a gadget head as well. So tell me, and let's see. Oh, I can see he's actually coming in from Twitter. Nice, nice. Yeah, as I said, we're streaming live on Twitter, YouTube, and LinkedIn. Yeah. So do you like when you type? There's not like a virtual keyboard. Like, how do you actually?
No, there is a virtual keyboard. So and it's kind of slow. I actually have, it's not here, it's downstairs. I have an Apple Magic keyboard. So that's actually a lot more practical. And by the way, the Magic keyboards now have a Touch ID sensor, which is handy for Okta two-factor while your laptop's docked. But so I can use that. But also there is actually a virtual keyboard, and you make this like pinch gesture, but you can have your hands resting in your lap when you do it, because there's two cameras that are facing down that
Mm,
actually can see your hands. So I think there's three on each side on the two or three on each side on the front, and then there's two down facing. There's also cameras inside the device that are looking at my iris, so that way, like, and my retinas, so I can look around, and so I look at something, and that's how the mouse pointer works, and then you just pinch, but you're like doing it discreetly in your lap or
mm.
whatever, or on the desk.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. We were on a Zoom earlier, and you put them on, and it like you changed your whole. All of a sudden, it was like a virtual version of you, or I don't know what
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
called
even know what the
persona. It's
persona.
an avatar is actually the term. Which actually, fun story. When I was when we were moving over to Broadcom, I was reading through the contract, and they're like, we retain the right to use like a virtual likeness of you forever, or whatever,
Ah,
or edit that. It's the standard contract legalese that says, hey, like we can use your VMworld recordings forever, and we can edit them. And I looked over that. I was like, wait, if I read this correct, they can like create a virtual John and use it forever too. I think it's just like a loophole. I don't think that they have some evil plan to make a clone of Pete and I. But it is kind of an interesting thing that like literally you can build a virtual avatar yourself. And while I'm talking to Pete, if I smile, it smiles because it can see my mouth. The down cameras can. If I like raise an eyebrow or open my eyes, it actually does convey the facial emotions through.
it
I need to
felt a little bit
rescan it
like a
because my
video
hair is a
game,
little
though.
flat. I need to, I was kind of lazy when I did it. I was having a bad hair day, but
It felt a little
yeah,
bit
it
like a
basically
video
creates a
game, though.
virtual avatar. So that way, and another thing also was if someone walks up, which there's no one in my house, so this doesn't work right now. It will actually there's a screen on the outside that will show my eyes, which is frankly creepy and unnerving.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, I don't
that's
know if
not
I
going to be
would.
in the next version,
Yeah,
but
for sure. Yeah. So, hey, Richard Kenyon. Richard Kenyon just came in. He said he's missing the cowboy hat, John.
it doesn't sit perfectly, but no, the yeah, space cowboy is here, cyber cowboy, whatever you want to call this.
Yeah,
I clearly need a cyber truck to go with this, right? So
yeah. Well, I saw a picture of you on Twitter when you first got it, and you were in the plane, and you had like I think you had your what is it? What is the game you play? The Switch.
oh, my Steam Deck.
Oh,
Yeah, Steam Deck is what I had with me. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, you had your Steam Deck, you had your cowboy hat on, you had the glasses on, and my wife was like, "Please tell me he's not literally flying like that." I said, "No, it's probably just for show."
No, I had it on for like a good 2 hours plus each way to Palo for the trip. So it's lovely. Like I can sit here watching a movie, like full HDR, my own world. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah,
meanwhile, Pete's over here with his peasant iPad that cost a tenth as much.
yeah.
Like a
Well,
normal person.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't do much with. Yeah, I don't know, man. I need to get my courage up. I don't even know if I could put those on in public. Like, I feel like I would. I feel like I would be judged. But I want one day to have that.
I I don't want to walk around in them. Like, that's kind of weird to me. I'm with you there, but I think they'll get smaller. Although we had that with Google Glass, and we called them, a bad word that starts with glass. So, um, I don't know where we'll get for that, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
all right, Pete. Do you have some ski goggles? Because you can practice. Just put
yeah,
on
yeah.
some
It's
ski
not a bad
goggles
idea.
and swipe randomly, make weird hand gestures in the space, and
Yeah, 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 yeah. Cyber country. I like it. Richard's got the jokes. Very nice. Very nice.
rodeo
So
is this week, by the way, guys. So cook off is Friday. I might actually have a ticket or two if anybody's coming down. Beely,
yeah,
you should
you
come
you
down
do the
or cook
rodeo
off.
thing. It's more than just rodeos, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it's this is actually pre-rodeo because rodeo is like a month, so we gotta kick it off with a barbecue party with you and 30,000 of your friends, 500 teams or something competing. It'll be fun. So
Yeah, yeah. Where everybody can get a taste of the country's second best barbecue. I love it.
ooh, shots fired. You
I,
pork worshipping.
nah, yeah, I am from North Carolina, but I'm not gonna lie. I tip my virtual hat to Texas. I prefer Texas barbecue. But yeah, so very cool, John. I like the soft launch idea. I like the idea that we're gonna be going live this Friday. We're talking to William Lam. He's been creating some pretty cool tools. He's been automating some cool stuff. So we're gonna bring him on. We're gonna chat. And here we go. Here's another one I like. Data center dude, my good friend Nick Howell. All the pig. Very nice.
Yes. I do love a good pulled pork. There's nothing wrong with that. The team I used to be affiliated with, that actually was their specialty. So
Nice, nice, nice. Well, yeah, I wanted to keep this one short, gents. We are going to go live, as I said, on Friday. We're going to be doing, a conversation with William Lam. So feel free to join us live on Friday. It's going to be recorded, obviously, so we'll still park it on YouTube, park it on LinkedIn, and of course, for those that are subscribed to Virtually Speaking, it'll still come to your phones. Or I don't know, John, can you listen to podcasts with that thing? Does it have audio as well?
yeah. No. I think there's a podcast. Here, let me click the button. Is there a podcast app in here? I think it's under music is where they put it. So
Nice.
Oh, there's podcasts. Yeah, it's
Nice. So yeah, if you're a podcast subscriber, then you can, then you can listen to us on your goggles as well. Aaron Bewley's asking what time, and it's 1:00 Eastern. So yeah, be there.
2 o'clock Central and 4 o'clock West Coast.
Yeah, so we will see you there. Thank you so much for joining us. Again, this is just a quick. I know we got to get off to other meetings, but 1:00 EST. We will see you gents there. Thank you so much, and yeah, bye for now.